Hey guys, Jill Karen from Two Dogs Media, wanting to introduce you to the Rank Tracker, which is part of the SEO Power Suite line of SEO tools. The reason why we wanted to show this to you is we do want to give you a comprehensive overview of all of the tools in the Power Suite. We are big fans of the product and do use it frequently in our SEO and web development side, and wanted to make sure that you have a good understanding of what is available in the tools before you decide to purchase them. So the rank tracker we use pretty frequently. We set up a demo site to show you this video. So there is a little bit of data missing and it may not be as accurate as you would normally expect. We just wanted to put something together to be able to show you some of the functionality without showing you a real live case study. So we're going to go through, this is just about showing you what the tool offers. This is not a tutorial. We will do more videos in the future which will have tutorials which will be broken down into smaller videos so that you can digest them a little bit easier. So let's get started. Let's see what this tool can do, and you'll see why we love it so much. Once you input your data, you have to tell Rank Tracker what keywords you want to track and give them a little information about your website. And then what you'll have is a pretty visual summary. It's a ranking summary. It'll show you your visibility in the search engines, how many keywords you're ranking for, how many search engines you're traffic. You can compare to different dates. There is a compare button. It'll allow you to see different dates that you can compare your results with. So if you want to compare to where you were 3 months ago, you can put a date in and it'll give you that information. You can show competitors. You can set this up so you can put in several different competitors depending on the package that you purchase. And then check rankings is just the core button that'll check rankings at any given time or date. And that is one of the things we love about Rank Tracker is that you can choose when you want to see a keyword position. Some of the tools out there that we also use will only update them at certain times. So we may be using data that's a week old. So sometimes we get a little antsy because if we've made a major change to a page, we kind of want to see that before, 7 or 10 days out. That's one of the reasons why we love this tool so much. So in addition, you can see a progress graph. It'll kind of show you which direction you're going in. You can see your competitors. You can see your own. So it's just really cool. We don't use this a lot. As long as we see that we're going green, we're all good. What we primarily use this tool for is the rank tracking. This is the biggest asset for us. It just makes life so easy. One of the things we absolutely love about the whole SEO Power Suite line of tools is the flexibility and how you digest your data, because we're all different. We all see things differently and we all want different data. We love how they make this so flexible for you so that you're tracking only what you want to track and seeing it how you want to see it. So let's take an example. So we input all these keywords. These are actually real keywords that we're tracking. We haven't updated everything though, so we just picked and choose some keywords and kind of updated those. So you can see we have a keyword column, a number of searches column. This is currently pulling from Keyword Planner. There are a couple other tools that you can pull from if you have a subscription with them, but for now we're just using Keyword Planner. As you know, if you're not running a Google keyword campaign through AdWords, then you're only going to get a range of keywords. You're not going to get actual data. So what we did is we add, and this is one of the things we love, you can add columns. We added what's called a notes column, and we actually put in keyword search volume from Ahrefs. So this is just one of the examples that we wanted to show you how you can use a column and input any data you want. You can put notes in there for people, whatever you want it to be. You can see your Google rank position. We just plugged in, this is ours, and then you can see like this is a competitor column, so we can actually view our competitor data if we want to. If you don't want to see that there, you just uncheck it, hit apply, and now it's just our data. So this is what our website is ranking for. So you can turn this on and off as you need to. It'll show you the pages that are ranking for that term. So for example, best nonprofit web design, you can see this web page is actually ranking for it. Our visibility is 90%. It's because we're up so high. We're at number 4. This is a keyword group we assigned it to. You can build out keyword groups. The KEI basically tells you how easy or hard a keyword is to rank for. So this is an important tool. And bounce rate. Bounce rate you can pull from Google Analytics if you integrate your analytics with this tool, which I highly recommend. So like for this example, website audit, you can see our bounce rate is 37%. So we're pretty happy with that. And it'll give you a good range to see how well your content is doing. So if we click on this, we can also see even more down below. So rank progress, we can see this green line, but then we can also track it. We can look at 7 days, we can look at 2 weeks worth, we can look at 1 month worth. So let's just do 6 months. We want to see how we're doing with this keyword for the last 6 months. This is when we set up the test site, September 9th. We put this together just because we knew we were going to be doing this in the future. So we did a keyword check on September 9th. We did another one on September 10th, and then we just did one on this keyword today, and you can see there's been no change. We've laid flat for this keyword. Let's actually go to a different example. Let's try, bear with me one second. Okay, so this is a good one. So here you can see when we originally set up the campaign, we were at number 4. Here you can see we were at number 4. We were still at number 4, and then all of a sudden we jumped up to number 3. So we've grown 1 over the last couple of weeks. So you can change this, and depending how long you do your campaigns for, you can see years worth of data down here. It's really, really cool. SERP analysis is super cool. We use this a lot. What this tells you is who was in the top 10 on those specific dates. So for example, we have top nonprofits, Elevation Web, and then Two Dogs Design. You can see top nonprofits, so nothing changed from here to here. It's only a day apart. But we took over one of the Elevation web pages, and we are now in number 3. This was run yesterday, as you can see, but let's take a look at the real live. This is for nonprofit websites, and just to check for accuracy, and we do this once in a while, if we type in nonprofit websites, we can see in the first couple of positions, top nonprofits, Elevation Web, and Two Dogs Design. And that's exactly what it's showing us here. Top nonprofits, Elevation Web, and Two Dogs Design. So you can see the report's pretty accurate. We love this because it really just gives us a good eye view of how well we're doing and who's moving around, and we can look at if somebody else outgrew us, did they make some changes? It's just a really good tool for finding out how to do things better. Visibility. Again, total visibility for the keyword. You could just kind of get a feel for how well you're doing. Organic traffic. So this comes from Google Analytics. So you can get a feel for how much traffic you're getting for a tool. October 6th, that was a Saturday. You can see we're always down on the weekends, and then we usually bounce back up. This was a Sunday. There is no data yet for today, but you can see, we're definitely up in organic traffic for the last week. So that one spot jump probably did us some good. So this is really neat that you can kind of get a feel, and you could do different tools as well. You can look at Bing if you set up Bing with this. So a lot of really great information. Keyword difficulty is critical. So this is one we love to look at. You can see in the top positions. And now keep in mind, you notice here we're number 4, but yet here we were number 3. Okay, so one of the things you'll have to do is do an update to the keyword difficulty tool. If you could see we're number 3 now. You want to update this every so often. This will not show automatically. You have to update this in order to get the most accurate data. So as you can see, I just did the update. It went from 50 down to 46, which means the competitiveness went down a little bit. Difficulty score is kind of what we use as a gauge. We also use inlink rank. We're not going to talk about these right now. This is part of the SEO Power Suite line of tools. But the difficulty score just gives you a general idea. So this is so important because now we can see, we're number 13, so we should be easily to beat. 22 is fairly easy to beat, 22. But you can see we actually beat out a couple of websites that are a little bit more difficult than ours. So I just want to show that because I want to inspire other people that you can do it. You got to be good about your optimization and have a great website, but it can be done. Sites linking to domain, you can see, I probably have the least amount of linking sites, so I may want to work on my backlinking a little bit to make sure I maintain this position. So these are all the things that you can get for each keyword, which priceless information. One of the other things we love about this, you can see there's tabs up here. We can build out different reports based on what we want to view. So for example, this was kind of cool, ranking details. You can see, Google SERP features, what features are there available for the specific term. So for website audit, there's obviously a video, there might be an educational wiki link, there's some questions being asked. So this is a super tool as well. Also, one of the other things that's cool, and when I say about being customizable, this is a perfect example. So say I'm looking at all these, I'm like, oh my God, this is too much to look at, it's overwhelming. I can actually do a filter. I can add a filter. I can look for, I like to do my keyword group that contains audit. And then what this is going to do, it only gives me the keyword. So I can work on one section of my website at a time. So if today I only want to work on audit pages, I'm only going to do this. I'm going to look at all the information down here for each of my terms. Beautiful, easy for me to see. Then we also have this functionality, which is how you build your different pages up here. You can see we have keyword, keyword group, keyword group. Oh, here, keyword, number of searches, notes, Google rank, Bing US rank. You can see these are all the columns that are here. Well, you can add more. So all of these are optional columns. So if I wanted to see, let's do, let's go down to Google. If I wanted to do sessions and bounce rate, click OK. Now I have sessions and bounce rate. It shows me, I had 8 sessions from website audit. So, I mean, there's just an endless amount of information. Keyword map is where you import your keywords. There's a bunch of different ways you can get your keywords in here. I usually just type them in. I copy and paste them from Excel, type them in. You can add tags. You can group your keywords. That's why I said we have different groupings for each of our keywords. And then we actually assign keywords to landing pages. So what that means is I'm taking my audit keyword and I know this page is the page I want to rank for all of these keywords. So my ultimate goal in life is to have every one of these keywords rank and return this page as the result. You definitely want to do that so that you know how well you're doing for those specific pages. So each of these, and you can see it'll show you the expected visits if you rank, in the top 10, I think it is, the number of searches that are done, so you can see if you're doing something worthwhile. Again, endless. Keyword difficulty, it'll show you WordPress. If you click that, it'll give you right from here the competitiveness of that keyword, just like it did in the rank tracking. So these are all the different things that you can pull through here. Keyword research is kind of a newer area. Admittedly, we have not played with this a lot, only because we do use Ahrefs primarily for our keyword research. We just find it to be pretty accurate and just gives us some really great information. I'm liking what I see with Rank Tracker as well so far. I just did a quickie today, website auditor review. I happen to know that I do rank for more terms than 3 for this, but what it basically does, it's supposed to return the keywords that you're ranking for. It's only showing me 3 here, but again, I have not played with this. This is a great start for helping you guys find keywords and see what you're ranking for that you may not even really know about. Like here, I actually had no clue. This didn't show up on Ahrefs. That I actually ranked number 37 for Website Auditor Enterprise. I didn't know I ranked for that. So this was kind of a nice little surprise. Not a lot of searches, but it's always good to rank for as many terms as you can, no matter what the volume is. So that's kind of what this is showing. They have all these other options now. You can pull keyword suggestions from Keyword AdWord Planner. If you have a subscription to Keyword Discovery, which I've never used, but I've heard good things about it, you can pull data from there right into here. Autocomplete Tools, that's the autocomplete within Google. So it'll give you an idea of autocomplete scenarios, what people are typing in, related searches, and then there's domain research you can do. Um, Related questions, I actually did try this, and I didn't, this one I didn't really find too useful yet. And I didn't try keyword combinations or the keyword sandbox. Keyword Sandbox is actually kind of cool. It does give you an overview of some of the keywords that you may not be thinking about, you may want to consider, and it breaks it down into little groupings for you. So say if I wanted to try and rank for SEO consultant services is something I may want to try. SEO expert Brad had it on his website. It gets about 267 visits are expected a month. So this might be a term I might want to add to my campaign, and you can easily add it right from here. You can move it into a group. So this whole section is just a really awesome way to find content ideas, keyword ideas, um, how difficult a keyword is, what you can estimate to get from traffic cost, and then domain strength. It just goes back to basically your overview. It's your overview listing. It'll give you some information about your domain regarding 3.81 out of 10. So I'm fairly strong. In link rank, we'll talk about that another time. It'll tell you a little bit about your domain, how many pages you're indexed. As you can see, we have a lot more pages indexed in Yahoo than we do Google. I don't know why. That shouldn't be, so we might want to look at that. It'll give me an idea of the number of backlinks, how popular we are on social media, and a general overview of how much traffic there is to the website. This pulls from your analytics. So again, lots of great data. Reports, for the most part, I don't think you guys will need reports unless you're an agency. The reports section is actually really awesome. You can customize these for your clients if you decide to use it from an agency perspective to only give them the data that you need them to see. So you don't have to give them a bunch of stuff that is just going to confuse them. Typically, if I do give them a report from here, I am just giving them their keywords and their current ranking, and if they're going up or down. I don't want to overwhelm them and give them too much. So if you're a website owner, you won't really use this section. If you're a website agency, you might want to. So this is an overview. I hope it kind of gave you a little bit of insight into what you can use this tool for. Again, we absolutely love it. I think it's a great, great tool for any website owner and even a better tool for agencies. Any questions, let me know, and